everyone, we are back with another episode, California Sober. Today we have a special guest. I've been training with this man for 5-ish years, maybe longer.
I think 4.
4-ish years.
4 years.
4-ish years. He's a teammate of mine at Spider, this guy's been fighting for a minute. He's been fucking a good friend to me for a minute. He's been helping out the gym a lot, do with Frankie and everything. And he's also familiar with the graffiti world, which is kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to have him on. I've been like really wanting to interview people that know what's up with the tagging that's been going on in Orange County and LA. I think that's a cool story. I fucking couldn't think of a better person than this person. He can fucking knock you out and he will fucking tag up your gravesite. Give it up for motherfucking Chris, dude.
Thanks, Mo.
Welcome to the show, Chris.
You went a little hard on the intro on me.
It just came to me, bro. Usually I let Trey do the intros because he likes to get creative with it,
Yeah, I get
But Trey's not here today. I don't know. We were supposed to be, but he didn't answer. Sucks for him because he's into graffiti and stuff. So he can suck it. But it's all good. We will prevail, and we got motherfucking Chris. So welcome to the show, Chris.
What's up, guys? Yeah. So what you wanted to ask me?
Well, let's start. I guess let's take it back, bro. Let's get started. Well, maybe we could get started with who you are, how you came up in life and whatnot, and then we'll get to the good.
Or how you met me and stuff.
Just in general, bro. Let's start with Muay Thai, bro. How'd you get into Muay Thai?
So those don't if you don't know me, my name's Chris. For those that do know me, I'm Frankie's assistant to the assistant that holds the pads for all the fighters and helps them out with class all the time. But I also do graph on the side.
I forgot that you coach too, dude. Damn.
I want to say I don't know. This is one thing that I've never wanted to take to say. I don't think I'm a coach. I feel like I'm more of a teammate, but I like a teammate that's there to help. You know what I mean? In a way to be someone to overlook what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I had started at Muay Thai, man, I was throwing random stuff, and then not one person would try to correct me or a teammate be like,
what?
Hey,
damn.
I'm not gonna say the gym, which it was when I had first started.
Oh, it was in our gym?
No, dude.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a fight. I was like, what?
Dude, okay, so trip out. When I want to say at 21 is when I first started training, fighting and anything. And when I had first started, I went to a certain gym. I'll say the city it was in Irvine, but it doesn't exist anymore. And when I had first went in there, I thought right away it was for me for sure. But as soon as I started training, dude, they had me put pads up one time, and it was my first week, dude. I didn't know how to fucking hold. So damn, sorry for the kissing, but
no, you're good, dude.
I didn't know how to hold. So then when they started throwing the punches, it was my friend that was throwing the punches, and he's like, "Oh, I need you to hold," and then he would throw a jab, and when you have those two mitts that are like this, and you just so you start so I didn't know what. So in a way, it kind of was damn, man,
nerve wracking, bro. Holding pads is almost more nerve wracking than hitting when you first start. Because everyone knows how to punch, even if you don't know how to do it well. We every fucking freaking person, every man in the world knows how to throw a punch, right? I mean, holding pads is just not natural. So I feel like when you give someone pads and it's their first time training, they're like, I don't know what to do.
That's why when Frankie had made us teach 6 p.m. or help anybody downstairs that need it, dude, that's why I'm always telling them to pad work, man. You got to learn how to hold pads, because last thing you want, of course, is having a guy that has the pad words all the way over here.
Yeah.
Which I tell them, dude, you're not punching a dude's head that's all the way over here.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when you hold a hook, they hold it down here. It's
dude, yeah, I hate when they hold it like this, dude. Making it all long, easier to hit and stuff.
They go where the neck is, or they go where the chest is.
Yeah.
And then I'll see it, and I'll be like, dude, you're not hooking a midget, or you're not punching some dude that's maybe he could be short, but realistically, come on, dude.
Why not? I mean,
down there. That's why I always try to help anybody out when it comes to holding pads, or help them out in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I'm Frankie's his go-to guy assistant for sure.
Julio's assistant
for holding pads for sure. That guy.
Yeah, for sure. You Agu and Julio definitely like put in that work for whenever you guys are fighting and stuff. You guys are always doing that extra pad work. But nah, bro, I think you're a coach, bro. I mean, you teach a class, right? Are you still teaching consistently?
And whenever if one of them can't for the 6 p.m., like Alfred, I'll take it. And then Agu right now, he does it, but then there's days because his job, like he has to stay in till like 6:30. So then that's when I hop in.
Yeah.
And then it's the same now with Danny now. Luckily we have Danny now too that helps us. So if I can't make it, Danny makes it.
That thought real quick. Yeah. No, dude, but honestly, I think your personality too though, it's like it's good for coaching because like how I was saying before we started recording, it's like you're pretty analytical. It's like you kind of look at things before you actually like start diving in and stuff. Like you don't just jump into something. It seems like you kind of like try to figure it out first, which I think is a good quality for a coach. You know, like me, I'm not a good coach because I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm a kind of like balls in, I'll figure it out as I go type dude. So it's like I try teaching people stuff and it's just not working out because it's like I'm okay with like failing a million times to get it versus, but when you want to teach someone, you want to teach them the foundation to like fail as little as possible. You know, get it right. I feel like. Man, it just reminds me of the last time I taught a class. I was trying to teach spinning back kicks, man.
Do you know what's worse than that? Well, not worse, but you know what's kind of hard, dude? Teaching kids, man.
Yeah,
teaching kids is difficult, dude. You remember?
I'll never forget the day that one day. You remember when I came up and you're teaching? It was
you. Frank, I remember. So Frankie, and you know, my bad if we're going off topic right now in the beginning. It's just so I could, you know, we could set loose vibing right now.
Vibing, man.
Well, dude, I remember I was downstairs and I don't know who I was hitting pads with, but I remember Frankie looks at me and he goes, "You're up. You're teaching kids." And I was like, "What? Dude, I've never done this ever." And it was so funny because Agu was the one who wanted to teach kids so bad in the beginning until he finally did it. And he was like, "Dude, I can't with these kids." Dude, you got to have patience, man. Dude, that's why we give props to when Carlos
is great, but he has a lot of kids, bro. Yeah, he's got like 6 kids, bro.
Dude, when he taught the kids, oh man, I don't know what that guy did or I don't know how he did it, but he was able to like have those kids in line.
Yeah, him and what was that other guy's name? I'm spacing right now. Dude, I know his IG name, but remember the younger dude?
I think he was before me when I came to Spider. He started coming though.
Oh, like, he started before you. Yeah. But he helped Carlos with the kids class. They're both super good at it, bro.
Omar.
Yeah, sorry, Omar. I forgot your name for a second. Yeah, Omar and Carlos, they had the kids class on lock, bro. Once they stopped teaching kids class,
that was
now
it.
we don't got no kids classes.
Dude, that was hilarious, dude. Because I remember going up there and I was like, dude, what the hell am I going to teach these kids? And Frankie was just like, dude, just keep it simple. You're just teaching kids simple stuff. Dude, I remember trying to get these kids to line up. Oh my God, you saw how that was.
Dude, I came up to our locker room is upstairs. So and our mats are also upstairs. So I had to go up there to drop my bag off or something. And I remember I seen Chris and he's like, trying to get this kid to stop moving. You had him going in the line, dude, or something.
It was two brothers. And that one just wouldn't want to budge, man.
Like Chris just kept trying to like push him into the direction. No.
He kept trying to go to his brother, and I was like, dude, you gotta go, like, just you're right next to him already. Just quit trying to like hug him. Like he's always wanted to like hug him and be right there. Like, nah, dude, you gotta go like, you know, like 6 inches at least.
Yeah.
And then no, he wouldn't budge because then he would like do like a little like, you know what a kid's
he's
like,
frustrated.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh dude, no, not in front of your parents, bro, please.
Dad is a cop, bro.
Dude, no, I knew that too, but it was always his parents that were there. But luckily his dad was, you know, I give props to his dad because his dad was all like, yo, you're here to train, man.
Yeah, he's a G though. He's a cool guy.
Enough. And then he'd go and then now listen. But yeah, after that I was like, dude, I hope not to teach kids.
Yeah, I walked up there and Chris was trying to nudge this kid and the look on his face was just like,
I looked at you and I just shook my head. I was like,
I remember that day too because I think that was the day Carlos couldn't teach, and so
yeah, he couldn't teach.
So Frankie was trying to figure out who to teach. And
Frankie tried. I don't know what he did, but it just landed on me, and I was like, no.
I was just like, don't ask me, bro. You know me. I'm gonna go up there reeking like some of that good old ganja. You know, these kids' parents are gonna be like, who the hell is that guy?
This guy for real
coming in with those bloodshot eyes and stuff. Dude. So you did. You know, you fucking taught. I think I would say you're there, dude. You're pretty much coaching, bro, for the most part. You know what I mean? Don't sell yourself short.
All right. So All right, so we'll say Spider's assistant coach.
Yeah.
And I'm also a videographer for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. You worked for Satcha for a while.
So
Are you still?
for them. No, I don't work for them anymore.
That's pretty tight though, dude.
But shout out to those guys, man, because if it wasn't for Eric, Jack and T, all of them there, damn, I learned a lot. Like when it came to recording and how things like pretty much ran. So shout out to them, like they're dope.
Yeah. You got the videography, bro. You got the Muay Thai. You got the graffiti, dude.
Graffiti, yeah.
How long you been doing that for?
Dude, so I've been doing graffiti for about, I want to say, how old are you when you're in 4th grade?
Yeah, that's young. 4th grade. You're probably
4th grade. If you're in 4th
like 10
grade
or something.
10. Is it 10?
I don't know. I'm guessing, bro.
I don't know either.
You're 13 when you're in junior high, right?
Junior high.
All right, so backwards from that, you're like around 10.
So if anybody knows, yeah, I started at that age.
In the comments.
Yeah, to the comments. Dude, I started, so the way that it happened, and my older brother was a graffiti writer. He was in middle school. He went to Portola Middle in Orange. And people that don't know out there in Orange, people sometimes think Orange kind of like Tustin, where it's like, like a good city in a way. But dude, those are like where Portola is, dude, it's like you got like riders, you got gangbangers, you got everything in that little area, in that area itself. So my brother went there to Portola. I remember he came home and he had what's people known as it's a sketchbook, but it's a black book. So it's your typical white paper, but around it, it's just basically all black. And I remember he left it on the table that we have, because we used to sleep in the garage at our house. It was just me, him, and my youngest brother, and that was our room. And I remember he went to go shower, and I looked at the book, and I was just like, damn, what is this? Dude, I opened it, I looked, oh my God, man. I saw like different colors. I saw like the lettering and everything. And then I came across this one green, like it was a green piece, which is like the letters were all funky, and it had like a pig character of a police right there on the side of it. But to me, like now that I think about it, it may have been not good, but at that time I looked and I was like, yo, this thing is dope as hell.
Yeah.
So then my brother came in, he's like, what are you doing? And I was just like, oh, nothing. I was just looking through this. And then he goes like, oh, you want to see what you want to know about graffiti? And I was just like, oh yeah, let me see it. Like, I'll look at it. He starts flipping through the pages, and that same green one, I told him like, oh, this one's dope. He goes, man, that thing's whack. Like, you know what you're talking about. So he closes it, and I was just like, oh man, like, dude, I remember that whole year. Every time they gave me a piece of paper, like the teachers, you know how you sign your name and then you do the worksheet or whatever? Yeah. I would finish it, and then on the bottom corners or the top, I'd be drawing. Like I'd do the letter A, or I'd do at the time with my brother. S, bro. Dude, that S. Oh my God. So if you don't know this, dude, that I wish there was a documentary on the guy who started that.
Do you know who he is? Or?
No, I don't know who goddamn started that thing. But
yeah, we can figure this out. Bro.
It's for those who don't know what the S is. This is every kid who does graffiti or draws or is in middle school or elementary school. It's 3 lines on top, 3 lines on bottom, and then you connect it, and then you go, and it makes an S. And then if you want to get like spazzy with it, you add a 3D, or you make it spazzy, you fill it in and everything. But if you did, like, that was religiously for all of us, was drawing that S in the corner of papers. Yeah. Even if you didn't tag, you do the S. But that S, when I was a kid, at the time, what my older brother wrote was impact. I don't know why he wrote that. Now that I think it's pretty like difficult name. It's a long one too. It's 5 letters, but then you have the I, and you can kind of make it look good. But I didn't like the name. But I would see him do that all the time, and I remember when I was like in school, I would be like, oh, I'm gonna draw impact, and then dude, one day he catches me doing it. And he goes like, "Oh, this thing's toy, like this thing's whack, like this and that." Like,
damn,
dude,
you stole his name. You got fucking no.
It's because at the time I was practicing. I was, what, like I saw what he was doing.
You just copied what he did for you.
So I copied what he did, and then I was just like, "Oh, like damn, this like." I would try to like make it my own, but I would just copy what he did because to me it looked cool as hell. So I was like, "Oh,
you learn, bro."
Dude, he does that, and then I get into middle school. Oh my God. So there's this, and I went to the same middle school as my older brother did. So it was Portola. Dude, everybody there that school when I went was segregated. Like you know how in movies where they like the old 2000 movies, they walk in and then they'll be like, oh, you got the jocks, you got all this. It was the same thing. You had the dudes that banged, which were, you know, the dudes that, you know, were gang banging on like where the bleacher area was, and then you had, this may sound a little racial, but it's not. Fobs. They said fobs. That's what they would say.
Something about the way you pointed at me.
No. That's just how they said it in there.
Fobs are different. Those are like the Asians, bro.
That's what they said that. They told me that. Like, it's so funny because I was new to the school. So when I went in there, some guy was just all like, "Oh, what do you do? Like for fun?" I was like, "Oh, I like to skate and I like to tag." He's like, "Oh, it's perfect. You can come hang out right here with us." So then when he said that, he said, "Oh, this is where all the gangbangers hang out." Like, he's like, "Oh, so if you bang all that, you know, all this will go, you know, they're all right there." He's like, "And then right here we have the fobs." And I'm like, "Fobs?" He's all like, "Yeah, like the math kids." Like, what's that? He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Chinatown." He's all like, "Dude, I kid you not, they're all there." Like, every single one, like, stick together, baby. Every one of them were right there at the table. Like, I kid you not, like the whole in Portola. I wish. Dude, if there was a camera there or someone that went to Portola, like I think it was the year 2000, I don't know, whatever grade it was when it was in 6th grade, and dude, it was segregated as hell, and all of them were right there. And then he goes and points, "Oh, this is where the skaters, taggers hang out." And it was in the handball courts.
Yeah. So
I literally would hang out with them, and dude, I remember the first time I went there, this guy came out and he goes like, "Oh, you ever heard of these?" And it's like we know it as a Sakura streaker. It's like, it's either yellow, white. It's this marker, and then it's like a paint marker. So instead of like your regular chisel marker,
there was one on the table, but I think I took it off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's a paint stick.
Yeah. Oh, and the thick ones.
It's like green, blue, white, all that. Dude, I remember I go like, "Whoa, like, man, I want one of those." But of course, you know, I didn't have it. Dude, I remember I came home. Dude, same thing. My brother has a green one. I look at it and I'm just like, "Oh, that's so." I jack it. Dude, I stole it from him. And what was funny is that I think he noticed, but he just never like called me out on it. And then I stole it, dude. I remember I went, I crossed this like into the main street, and this is all when I was in like 6th grade or 6th and 7th grade, Portola. I go into like an alleyway, and you know, I look like this. I go all quick, like a tag on dumpster.
Yeah.
I'm like, I go like this. I get scared, and I just like, I like walk away right away. But I kid you not, that was probably like.
What, did you write Impact or?
No, dude. So I wrote Vapor. I don't know why I chose that. I just was like, "Oh, I'm gonna choose Vapor." Okay. Like, I was like, it's a stupid name now that you think of it, but at the time I was like, "Oh, screw." Like, for some reason, graffiti names are so dumb. Like, there's names out there that make me laugh. Like, I don't know. I think there's a guy that writes like "cum slut."
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one. You'll memorize it, but it makes you wonder why he would write that. So yeah, I wrote.
Maybe it's a girl.
Could be. It could be. So I write Vapor on it, and then I remember leaving, and I was like, "Dude." Oh, my heart was like boom, 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 and then it settled, and I was just like, I think it was like a taste of adrenaline.
That's definitely what.
That's what I was like. See, just me talking about it right now, it kind of gave it back the adrenaline.
In that little
part.
Sweaty palms, or what?
No, it was more like, and then it stops. But then after that, I couldn't. I was like, oh, I want to do this. Yeah. So I started like, I was catching tags. Like, what a tag is, you know, you write your name, like. Some people say it's scribbles, and it's scribble. It's not scribbles, but you're writing your name in a way. But to me, it's kind of like artistic because it's like a signature that you're putting. Boom, boom. Like, it's not meant for you to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm putting my stuff here." It's more like, "Oh, I passed by here." That's how I saw it. Like, if I caught a tag somewhere, like, it was more like, "Oh, I walked by here. Like, I was here in this."
It's not like claiming.
Yeah, it wasn't more like him. It was more like boom, and like, yeah, I
like that. I like that perspective on tagging. You know, compared to like how gangbangers do it, where it's just
where they're like claiming that whole area. No, it's more like, "Oh yeah, I passed by through here," because then you'll see it, and it's like, if you've seen your stuff, you'd be like, "Damn, dude, I saw this dude like in a tunnel out of nowhere in Los Angeles, and I'm seeing him in some train tracks in like Baltimore." Yeah, and you're just like, "Dude, this guy traveled far."
That's cool.
So that's pretty dope. So I remember I was writing everything there, and it wasn't a streak at the time. It was this Target Crayola. It looked like a streaker, but it was a crayon.
It was like a wax crayon?
It was a wax crayon. It was a wax crayon, but to me, it felt like a streaker.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, I don't think any of those lasted because when the rain hit, it probably dried
That's
out.
cool though, because at least you're not permanently fucking shit up. Yeah.
But it was me and two other friends that we were always doing it.
That's like almost wanting to do it, but not ready to jump in yet. You're like,
yeah. I was just like, dude. And then my brother sees that I was doing it. So my brother ends up finding out that I'm doing like I'm drawing graffiti because at the time every time in class, so I have a thing where you could be talking to me, like you can telling me something, Mo, and if I'm like this drawing, it's not that I'm paying my full attention is to you. It's like I have to be doing something to like grasp everything that you're telling me. So when the teacher would be teaching, I'd be drawing, and I'm always doing like a letter or this and that, this, and all those things. I'd put them in my binder.
Yeah.
My brother decided to grab a piece of paper, and he opens up the binder, and he sees that. Oh man, dude, that dude was like talking so much crap to me. He was calling me, "You're a toy. You're nothing more than a toy." And those that don't know what a toy is, in a way, he's calling you a poser. That's if you start doing graffiti and you can admit to yourself that you're a toy, you'll get good. Yeah. Because the one thing in like anything is having too much like, how do I say it? Like you won't better. It's like the same thing.
Pride.
Pride. There you go. Like same thing with like Muay Thai. If you're
be humble,
you're like, nah, I don't want to listen to this guy, dude. Anybody can offer you certain type of like you can learn off anybody, but you just got to be open. It's the same thing with graffiti. Yeah. So I was just like, oh, you're a toy, you're this. He was telling me that, like, you're a toy, you're this, you're that. And then I was just like, man. And he looks at me and he tells me these words. He tells me, you will never be better than me when it comes to graffiti.
How old were you at that point?
Dude, I was seventh grade. Dude,
like 13-ish?
Dude, oh my God. I think in a way, that had to happen to me.
Yeah.
Like him saying, my brother telling me that, man, dude. Props to that guy.
Big brother like, love, bro. You know?
Dude, yeah. He'll probably be cocky about it if he hears this, but dude, shout out to him for saying those words because him saying that sparked this thing in me when it comes to my whole life that when someone doubts me, dude, it's like all bet, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, you'll prove him wrong.
I'm about to prove you wrong for sure. Because when he said that thing, dude, he fucked up my life when it came to graffiti. I just said, I'm never leaving this.
I'll show you.
I'll never leave this. So then entering into high school, that's when I sprouted. Like I just wanted to paint like ridiculously. Like the way I would get spray cans. So this was, I want to say freshman. I didn't really start painting graffiti like full on like pieces and everything until my junior and sophomore year in high school. And that was when, so the way I would get paint was I'd lie to my mom. And shout out to my mom. If it wasn't for you, I would never get paid. So we'd go to Home Depot and I'd tell her, oh, I need spray paint to paint my bike. Because at the time I had a what's one of those things called?
Puffy?
No. It's like, was it raccoon or mongoose?
Mongoose
bike.
Yeah,
so I'd have I had a mongoose bike. And I remember the way that I would get paint was I would always paint the bike. Different colors. Like I'd paint it like a red, blue. Like I'd get all these colors and just paint the bike. But I would only do that was because I wanted to get spray paint to paint. So my mom would make a deal with us and be like, if you recycle all the tin cans and all that, you keep the money. So we'd fill up a whole like the recycling bin, like the one that for trash cans.
Yeah.
And then I would crunch it up and then take it myself. And then I'd get like $32. And at the time when you went to Home Depot had the $1 black cans. So I'd buy $10 blacks, and then Rust-Oleum at the time was this is pre-COVID, so it's like $3.67. Now they run $8 a can, and that's ridiculous.
That's like crazy inflation.
That's way, way, but it's like $8, $7.
It's like double almost,
it's
bro.
It's not like, no one's going to want to pay that. So I get like 10 of those and like Rusto at the time, and then that would be my outline and my fill. And in front of our high school, there was a tunnel. And then in that tunnel, every kid would practice in. So I would wake up from school. So school started at 7:45. And then I'd get up at 6 in the morning. I lied to my mom telling her that I had 0 periods so I could go early. I would pack all my paint in my bag, and I'd hold it like on the like this, and then I'd be like,
It didn't rattle.
slow, so it wouldn't rattle. Yeah, it wouldn't rattle. Yeah, it's perfect, dude. So it'd go clink. I'd be like, oh crap, like oh no.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I left the house, boom, I would walk normal, and it clink, 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 clink. So then I'd go, and then I'd go to the tunnel at like I'd walk all the way inside the tunnel at like 6:48, and then I'd open my backpack and spray paint, and then just practice in there.
Where was this tunnel at?
This was on Lewis and Garden Grove.
Is it still there?
Because no, it's still there, man.
There's, obviously, dude, it's still, but it's still a spot that people regularly hit.
No, yeah. Like every kid was hitting that, and then like. Now they have it covered pretty well. Like not the stuff, but like getting in there. Like now the city puts big old like black fences all over. So,
I think I know that. I know the tunnel.
You noticed that?
Yeah,
they used to have like the small fences that were like 5 feet, and then now they put the black ones that are real thin.
Yeah,
and then those are the ones that are like, oh crap, like yeah, you ain't climbing that.
It's not for you, buddy.
So but the only reason why we would go in like to paint that tunnel because that was a shortcut to get to the school. So everybody knew, like if you were in high school, everybody knew that's where it was, and then everybody would paint it. So then I'd always practice and practice and practice. Like, oh, this is dope. Practice until it just, like in a way, I couldn't let go. I couldn't stop.
You want to smoke?
No, I'm good.
I'm listening, bro. Sorry, bro.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, damn. All right, so you're what, 13, 14? 14, your brother's
15 at the end.
I'm assuming better than you at right now, right?
Yeah, he is.
And he's talking all this smack.
Dude, we beefed.
Yeah, were you in different crews?
He slashed me. No, this dude was a dick. Yeah, he was a douche. He slashed me. My older brother would slash me all the time. I took the same walk home, and this dude would slash me and put his name on top. And I was like, dude, ooh, beef. So I'd get home and I'd catch him and I'd just bum rush him right then and there. We were always fighting, and he'd always be beating my ass.
You want to explain what do you mean when you say splashing or slashing?
So I would put my name on the pole, and then we were in the same high school. He would walk the same path and purposely slash it, like draw a giant, like a line going right through it, and then put his name on it.
That's mad disrespect.
And that's like, dude. And then for it to be your older brother, it's even worse.
That's crazy.
Because it's beef you're gonna come to at home.
Yeah.
So as soon as I would see it, I'd be like, oh, dude, this dude. Ooh, I'm gonna sock this dude. And then as soon as I'd get home, boom, we'd fucking go at it. Like I'd catch him.
Did you ever slash him?
Yeah, I slashed him back too. And then everybody would be like, dude, isn't that your brother? Why are you slashing him? Because his group of friends, dude, his friends, man, dude, they were cool. They would look out, like they wanted to teach me, like they wanted to help me. Like they would show me their stuff, and they'll be like, oh, you should do this or do that. Dude, my only hater was my brother. I was the only hater. He was like, oh, don't show me, dude. I'm full whack. Dude, I swear, your biggest dude. And when we painted together, oh, dude, I still have a photo of it. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you like when
it's all done.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. But he did his stuff, and then my stuff was to the right. Dude, horrible. It was bad.
Yours was better.
Mine was bad. I thought he was good as hell. Now that I look at his stuff, I was like, nah, he wasn't good. He wasn't good.
Does he still write today?
No, he doesn't. He retired. He stopped just like if you started tagging in high school, I guarantee you 90% of the guys stop.
By what, college or like?
No, they stop like after high school.
Yeah, because that's when you get like fucking actual fines and shit.
Yeah, that's when you get fines, jail time, and all that.
It's fun when you can destroy property and you're a minor.
But then when the ones that stick to it, man, it's like we can't stop. Yeah, there's guys I'll tell you, if they pass like the 25 age, like if you're still riding when you're 25 and up, you ain't gonna stop. No way. You'll always have a marker on you. That's what I've noticed. Yeah. You always have a marker, or you'll have like a scribe, and you can never hold yourself from just going like this and riding it.
So how do the graffiti crews work out here? I mean, is there like a big one or
no? Here I won't say names of like the crews on here, but in Orange County it's like like when I had first started, the Orange County scene was like tunnels. was mostly tunnels.
Yeah.
Like you had tunnels because here in Orange County everything gets buffed. It's not like LA.
Nice city, bro.
It's like, yeah, everything gets buffed, man. If you'll have your stuff running for like a little bit, but then like at that time when I had first started in Orange County, everything was getting buffed, swept. Like, dude, you had gang unit going after tigers. That's how bad it was. Like, dude, these gang unit, like Orange gang unit was going after tigers left and right.
Did you ever get caught up?
I've gotten, dude. Yeah, I did get caught up.
How
well, the first time was me getting holed in front of an adult store.
Like a sex store?
Yeah, dude. Okay, so the tunnel where we practice in is in front of it's like when you exit out right next to, those that know will know the tunnel. You exit out right next to a sex store, a toy store. So you have all these kids coming from high school going through the tunnel and then exiting to that main street. So you got like, just imagine seeing kids jumping over at the sex store right there. So dude, I remember this one time. Dude, we weren't even tagging. We went to take the shortcut, and then we go through there, and we jump over the fence. And this is us in my junior year. We jump over the fence, and right away they grab us. Like it was a pitch black squad car, all blacked out. They come out, and as soon as you see the jeans, you already know. Fucking someone there, like ganging there or something. They grab us, and they right away go like, "Why are you guys tagging in there, huh?" And we're like, "Tagging? What the hell you mean tagging? No one's tagging here." And what made it worse is that at the time in high school, we thought we were cool by doing our last name on our backpacks, like all tagger style. So
bus.
it's a bus. I don't recommend anybody ever do that. So dude, we're out here going like, we're not tagging, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna tell me you ain't taggers?" And then he looks at the backpack, and then me and my friend go like, "Oh my god." And he goes like, "Yeah, not only that, you guys," this is what I was like, dude, racism is real when it comes to police officers. He looked at me and he was just all like, "Oh, you think a bunch of Hispanic kids wearing flannels ain't tagging?" And I was just like, "What?" I was like, "What?"
Officer
no,
Johnson.
That's the worst, dude.
He was
this was Latino, bro.
Oh,
he was a Latino cop.
Hey, my mom always tells me, bro,
Latino cops are the worst. I will say this. Latino cops are the worst, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. My mom
always says that Mexicans be holding their own people back, dude.
Hey, you know what?
Telling me that. I was like, okay, mom. Asians aren't like that. Like, remember how you said at school how all the Asians stuck together and shit like that? You know what I mean? So,
dude,
it's different culture, I guess.
That is 100% truth. Another Mexican's worst enemy is another Mexican. I've seen it, man. I've worked with them, and I've seen how like they'll flip on you, and I don't know why it is.
We gotta do better, people. We gotta help our people, bro.
Real stuff, man.
We gotta break that fucking cultural curse, bro.
So back to it. So this fool decides to say that, and I'm just like, no, what? So he opens our backpack and he goes like, "Where's the spray can?" And he starts shaking the backpack, and of course we don't have anything. So then he goes like this, and he goes like, "Let me see your fingers." And if you spray paint and you're not wearing gloves, they'll get on your fingernails. So of course he wanted to see the spray paint on the fingernails. So we all, we're confident. We're like, "We didn't do anything, man." We go like this. Dude, my friend has red fingers, and it was because of hot Cheetos. Dude. Latinos and hot Cheetos, man. The cop looks at it and he goes like, "This is paint." And we're like, "Dude." And my friend looks at it, he's like, "What? That's hot Cheetos, man." And he goes like, "Yeah, right. This is too red to be hot Cheetos." And I was like, in my head, I was like, "Dude, are we really going to go to jail over this dude eating hot Cheetos?" So then he looks at us, and then he goes like, "Okay, let me look through your guys' stuff." And I knew right away he was because he kept grabbing a paper and then looking at it. And then he grabbed another paper. So I was like, "Oh, he's looking for like the stuff we tag, like our tagger name."
Yeah.
So I was just like, "Oh, I don't carry none of that shit." Because every time I would draw in class or do a tag, I'd crumble it up and throw it away.
Yeah.
Like for that class. Yeah. No, yeah. For some reason, I was like, "Man, I'm in high school doing graffiti. Cops might be after me." Right? That's how every kid did. I swear to God, it was like, yeah, paranoid. I was like, nah, they're gonna know who I am. No, dude, no one gives a damn if you're doing graffiti in high school.
Yeah.
So he's looking through it, and I know he's trying to find a name, and I'm just like, "Oh shit. Okay. Hopefully, I don't have anything." But then I looked at my friend, and he looks at me, and just goes, Dude, he gets it and he sees his name.
Oh, he's got a picture of it?
No, he just sees the drawing and then he flips it like this. And, you know, gladly, my friend wasn't that good at the time. He couldn't read it. So he was just like, what does this toy stuff say? And then my friend goes, this is my last name. And he goes like, your last name? What's your last name? He's like, well, I won't say it. And then he looks at it. He goes like, it's whack. He goes, dude, he pulls out the streaker I told you, the paint stick marker. He pulls it out. And dude, right away, I'm like, oh no, he's going to try to get us for this. And he goes like, what's this? And I look at him, I was like, oh, that's, I thought of right away, oil pastel paint. I said, it's oil pastel paint. He's like, what do you need oil pastel paint for? He's like, we all have art class. And you grab that paint and you burn it and it turns into a liquid. And then from there, you get the brush. And you
just made this up right now.
Dude, right away.
Dude, I got a ladder right here, dog.
I told him, like, he's all like, wait, you burned this paint? He's like, it doesn't have fumes? And he's all like, no, that's why it smells like Windex. It's like, but it doesn't really have a fume. It's just a paint stick that you open it, you burn it, and then it goes. And it's like an oil paint. And then you use that for the canvas. This is what we use in school. And then he just looked at it and was like, dude, he believed me, I guess. And he just put it back in.
Maybe he just was like, I don't believe him. This fool's going deep with the story.
Dude, what makes things worse, dude, my teacher sees us, man. My teacher saw me, like,
in front of the sex store.
In front of the sex store.
With
the marker.
Ew.
And then, dude, the next day in school, she looks at me and she goes like, I'm disappointed in you. And I was like, what'd I do? She's like, I'm really disappointed in you. I can't believe it. I thought you were a good kid. I was like, what? Like, what happened? She's like, I saw. Did you go to jail? And I was like, no. I was like, what did he get you with? And I was like, because we're brown and we're wearing flannels. And she's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. She's like, I don't believe you. And then she just left. But she was always cool. Shout out to that teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time where like it was my pre of getting in trouble for it. The second one, my friend decides to catch a tag and some car beeps. And when you're a kid at that age, you're like, fuck you. Yeah, we said, fuck you. We walk more down, dude, 2 squad cars come. Boom, hit us. Get on the ground. We're just like, oh, no, not again. He goes like, which one of you? He was a white cop who looked like Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
Just imagine Nicolas Cage and like a police.
Nicolas Cage looks like he's a cop, bro, already.
Dude, so. He goes back and forth like that, and he goes like, which one of you idiots was tagging? You know, just like, what? None of us were. She's like, oh, so you guys aren't taggers? Boom, the backpacks. We didn't learn for the first time. He looks at it, and he goes like, we were like, dude, my friend did that. He's like, uh-huh. He's looking through the backpack. Dude, he finds a marker. It was my friend's marker.
Well,
dude,
should have tossed it.
Huh?
Should have tossed it.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, dude, this dude should have tossed that thing. But I was like, oh, it is what it is. And he's all like, oh, who's this? Who's this? And we and her looked at each other. We're just like, And he goes like, uh-huh. He goes and like, where do you live? And dude, I got pulled over right in front of my house.
Yeah.
So
that's how
like,
it usually happens.
Right in front of my house. And then like, yeah, literally right in front of my house. And my friend lived like down the street another 15 minutes. Dude, he calls my mom and he calls his mom. Dude, he called her parents. At that time, I was just like, I wasn't really scared of like, oh, this cop's gonna take me to jail. It was more like, dude, my dad, man.
My ass, boy.
Dude, yeah.
You wanna fucking do graffiti, son? Graffiti that booty.
Dude, so if you have a Mexican dad, if you have a first gen dad, Mexican, dude, he thinks you're the worst of the worst if you're doing graffiti, man.
Yeah.
So he finds out that happened. Dude, I got the whoop of a lifetime that day. Like, this man whooped my booty.
Was it the worst beating you ever got?
Nah, that wasn't the worst beating I ever got.
Top 5 though?
It was top 3, man.
Dang. That's up there though. That's up there.
Top 3. He whoops me and he goes like, oh, you want to be a gangbanger and be riding out there and stuff? Why don't you ride on your ass? I was just like, damn. I was like, damn, why would I? Okay. Dude, whooped my ass that day.
Just saying shit that don't make sense.
Yeah, I was like, he was just so pissed off. But then I understood too, because my dad is Mexican, and of course he worked 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah,
2 full-time jobs.
Give you a better life, dog.
It was mostly my mom.
Oh,
mostly my mom.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, my dad was he was with me, and then he was out away, and then he came back.
Where'd he go?
Mexico.
Went back to Mexico just to chill, or just
no? He had to go back.
Oh, I got deported.
In a way, yeah. But then he came back. So then when he came back, it was kindergarten. I think it was around kindergarten or first grade when I remember just him specifically.
Fuck you, Dad.
No, it was no.
You're all stoked and stuff. Yeah.
No, he was just old school. Now that I got older, yeah, like I understand. You know, his dad wasn't the greatest with him, and then not only that, you know, Mexican dads don't ever show love. Like, no, they don't really try to show.
Different culture, dude.
It's a different culture. Yeah. They won't say how they feel, and they won't like getting a hug from him is weird now.
Yeah.
Like, I think he realized that he didn't get to enjoy us as kids. So when he hugs me, like when he tries to hug me now, I get like, and it's kind of messed up. I kind of get like
tensed up.
Yeah, I get tense. I'm just like, bro,
you didn't build that bond with them.
I get kind of tense, and then when he tries to conversate with me, we'll conversate, but then I'll just be like it's not weird, but then it's just like he never like. He sometimes can't hold the convo, like, because he never did it with us as kids.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
It's awkward, yeah. So, but now we're like, we're both getting better at it because it goes two ways to hold the conversation.
Yeah.
But dude, when he first started seeing me tagging, this man, he'd do everything in his possession to like throw everything away. Like I would have spray cans hide it, he'd find them. Gone.
You know, but that's kind of a sign of his love, though, bro. Is because even though you thought of it as punishment, he was just like wanting better for you, you know?
Yeah, dude.
You know so even though he didn't give you a hug and shit, it's like, you know,
he didn't realize it until he didn't realize I could draw until I won the county award.
Yeah,
here in Garden Grove.
The one right here across the street.
The city of Garden Grove.
Oh, okay, because they have one like right across the street. You know what I'm talking about, right there in Garden Grove Boulevard.
I know that one, but no, I won for the city of Garden Grove. It was I had I don't know how many applicants it was at the time, but my art teacher was all like, yo, like, you should definitely do this. And I was just like, okay. So I drew a cat with like a big old mustache. And I did it in, it's called charcoal color. And I did it as detailed as possible as I could. And I sent it in. And when I went to go check all the other guys, I thought they were better than me. I was like, damn, this guy's stuff is dope. Like, I didn't get this. Dude, I ended up winning. Dude, I win it.
That's cool.
And then my dad was always like, all you do is your graffiti letters. Like, who's gonna pay you to do graffiti? Like, you're not gonna make money off of that. Ain't no one gonna pay you to do graffiti. Ain't no one gonna pay you to draw. Dude, I remember I showed up with that thing and my dad goes like, they give you an award for graffiti? And I was just like, dude, this is a Beatle hater. And my mom goes all like, dude, your son can draw. You ever thought of asking him to see, like, to look at his stuff? Dude, and I remember he goes like, let me see your stuff. And I remember I pulled out my, at the time, I'd carry an art bag that would hold the big papers like that for arts class. Because I had art class 2 periods. So then I had all my drawings stacked in there. So then he remembered just looking at it one by one. And he was just like, damn, the kid could draw.
Yeah. And what did he say?
He was just, he didn't even know what to say. He just was all like, oh, these are good.
Yeah, he probably went and told his friends though, you know, my son can draw,
dog. Can draw, dude. My son can draw.
You little hoodlum with the graffiti, but damn, check out this cat with the mustache, dog.
But trip out, I did not learn how to draw till my junior year of high school. I couldn't draw back then. And, you know, I don't recommend anybody, you know, I'm not saying to go to do stuff, but I remember I did acid my junior year in high school. And dude, I came back knowing how to like draw.
Made sense.
Because before it in high school, I would take like, I remember taking like a month on a project. And then after, dude, like my focus and creativity on getting back in there, dude, I finished a project in like, let me see, it was 2 periods, less than a week.
Yeah.
So I do a project. So each class was 45 minutes, 90 minutes in total of me just you nonstop drawing for a whole week straight. Boom, I'd finish a project like pop, pop, pop,
yeah,
showing. And then he'd be like, all right, try this. Try with an X-Acto knife, draw with a knife. So you're like, it's cutting like a paper and you're just cutting it. And then it's like forms the drawing. It's like stippling, but you can't mess up because if you mess up, the drawing's done. Dude, I remember just trying it and dude, I was laser focused on it, finished it. He goes like, oh, okay, let's do watercolor. I did a portrait watercolor. He's like, all right, let's do acrylic. Boom, finished. All right. And then after that, he just said, just do whatever you want. Like, because I'd see guys, like kids out there just do a project and it'd take them like a month. And then, because I was the same. And then I just like, I think that was like where my creativity just started blasting, being able to draw. So when my dad sees me knowing how to draw, he just like, he right away was just like, damn, kid could draw. But you still ain't gonna make money off of it. And I was just all like, all right, like it's fine. Like I know I'll get somewhere. biggest supporter though, my mom. Shout out to her, man.
Moms are the best, dude.
Moms are the best, man. I have mad love for her, and man, I think it's because of her I have a creative side. Because when it came to like either graffiti or drawing in general, she would always come to me and ask me like, "Oh, can I see your stuff?" And she'd be like, "That looks real nice." Like even if it was a cartoon or it was like a graffiti that was like not even good at all, she'd always support on it.
Yeah.
And then she would always see like me drawing, and she'd buy me markers, she'd buy me paints, and she'd buy me everything. And she'd just be like, "Oh, just yeah, I'll buy you that. Yeah, I'll get you this." At the time, I didn't know she didn't really have money as much, but she would figure it out to like get me my paints. And then from there, I just would biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Biggest supporter ever.
That's
but
tight,
yeah,
dude.
so she goes, all right, so where were we at?
So you got in trouble. Then you started getting good at drawing and stuff. Your dad found out that you're a good drawer. Then your dad's now opening up and stuff. So like, how was your just get back to when you were growing up? How was your dad's relationship with your siblings and stuff? Was he like more tighter with them, or was he like that with everyone?
No, he was just like that with all three of us in general. Like my older brother, he would have. So my dad, if he would come on Saturdays he worked from 7 to 2, and my pops would like, he'd go to work and then come back, and then if he saw us laying down or playing video games, "Boy, did I just catch you having fun?"
Be drunk,
yeah,
boy.
get up. No, he wouldn't even say that. He'd get us up and be like, "We're gonna do yard work, or we're gonna go work on a car." Dude, we're all forced to be mechanics. None of us. My older brother, he'll work on a car, but I know for a fact that man don't want to work on a car. Me, I tried having the love to work on a car. I couldn't, because all I could think about was my pops. Because the way my pops would like have us, dude, my brother would be devious. Me and my older brother help out my dad mechanic wise to work on cars. And my brother, he would tell my brother to get him this tool, and my brother would tell me to go get the tool. But the thing was, I didn't know Spanish too well. So my brother would say the word in Spanish to fuck me over, man.
Yeah,
because I didn't know what it was. So when I'd be looking at the tool, I'm like, "Dude, what is that word?" And we don't have phones, man. No kid, our age, we didn't have phones.
Not back then.
I couldn't Google.
There was no Google. You had to use dial-up.
I had to use my head. Like, what could it be? I don't know what he's talking about, but what is he working on? What's something that he might need? And if we didn't know, there's a thing that my dad would say that would like chills behind our spine. He'd be like, "Ahorita te lo encuentro." In other words, he'll say,
"I'll find it," or something.
"Find it for you." "Oh, I'll find it for you." Or, we knew what that meant. That meant you were getting an ass whooping, and he was gonna find the tool and be like, "This is it. Next time you don't bring me this, I'm gonna whoop you again." So my dad was, man.
Dude, the good old 90s, dog. We need that. Bring that back, bro.
You know what? I sometimes, yeah.
Bro, look at what's going on with these next kids, man. We got the gender thing, and then like the shooter thing, school shooters thing.
Dude, yeah, I think I'm not saying to whoop your kid all the time, but I think your kid sometimes may need a whooping, man. Like sometimes a kid needs a whooping. Bro, because I know it helped me. So.
Dude, I just saw the random as fuck to veer off course for a second, but I saw this crazy Reddit post, dude. This chick, so she was raising a they them type daughter. And then the daughter gets pregnant. The daughter's entitled, right? I'm just gonna give you the cliff notes. But the daughter was entitled. The mom's single mom. It sounds like she's white. Like spoils her daughter in a way, a lot of ways. So, anyways, the daughter gets pregnant, and then she expects the mom to take care of her kid, and she just keeps telling her mom like, "Oh, this is my brother." What? She keeps telling the mom that, and then she blames the mom for her getting pregnant.
This is some weird stuff, man.
I don't know if this is a real story or not, but anyways,
it's on Reddit now.
Yeah, but I just was like, that the entitlement is crazy, bro. Damn. You gotta whip them fucking kids' booty. If that mom would have whipped her daughter's booty a few times when she was younger, she would not be that entitled.
But that was a magician, man. I'm not talking bad about him. He's cool. He's a really cool guy. If you ever met him, he'll real polite. He's like he changed drastically.
Yeah,
like he's now a different man from when he was when we were growing up.
Get older, bro.
No, yeah, and I understood why. Man worked two full-time jobs, he worked Monday through Sunday, and his day off was I think on a Wednesday. And then on Saturdays, he only worked first shift. And on Sundays, he only worked night shift. So he was like, I can tell, man, my dude was tired. He wanted to sleep. But, him and my mom worked too. And then she also took care of him and us. So, kudos to this. So whenever someone tells me they can't, I'm like, no, you don't have it in you, like to just grind. So, all right, where were we at?
You got good with the painting. What got you into Muay Thai, bro? Like, how'd that start?
Oh, okay. The Muay Thai.
We go back to the paint. I don't know where about the painting thing, so I just kind of.
All right. So the Muay Thai stuff. Muay Thai was so. I always liked watching my dad. So my dad's back to my pops.
I'm talking a lot. Hey, let it all out, baby. This is what we're here for, dude. This is therapy, dude.
It's pretty cool. No, my pops loved so we loved going because on Friday he'd come back from work at 2 p.m. So then we would watch Jose Luis, which was Jerry Springer in Spanish, basically. And then Secretos, which was Cheaters in Spanish. And then we'd watch SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown.
Was that in Spanish too or no?
No, it was English. Okay. You couldn't do that. That one you couldn't watch. So then we would go to Mega Video Store. And then he would choose one movie and then give me and my brother decision to choose another. So, me thinking my pops is getting a Spanish movie, so me and my brother were getting cartoon movies. Dude, this dude would come home with Kung Flu Fix. So he'd come with a lot of Jackie Chan movies, a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, and a lot of what's his name? He has a ponytail. He's the dude that said that he supposedly he showed Silva how to throw that front kick that knocked out Steven Seagal. Dude, my dad was a Steven Seagal man.
Hey, he's got a cult following, bro.
He was Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal and Jackie Chan movies. This dude would we would bring those type of movies and then we'd watch them. And then I always loved when someone threw a kick. I thought throwing kicks were badass. To me, it's a badass thing to throw a kick. I thought punches are cool, but something about if you land a kick, like if you throw, to me, it's beautiful. Like how you, like your form and everything when you throw that kick. As a kid, you hear wata.
Especially those movie kung fu ones.
Kung fu kicks, and they'd always jump up, do a dragon kick or do a spinning wheel kick, and it was all choreography. But at the time, you're just it looked cool. So that was always embedded in me. So when I hung out with a certain crowd, this was after high school, because I never was in a sport in high school, never did that. I just skated and did graffiti. But after high school, I hung out with a couple guys, and one of them was a gangbanger, but he was a gangbanger who trained. And I remember this dude throwing kicks, and I just thought it was the dopest thing ever. I would always ask him hey, how do you throw a kick? And then he'd throw it at me, and he would be low key showing me oh, this is how you block it. So just block like this. He's like, but if you want to do a low kick, you'll do it like this. You want to do a body kick, you'll throw here. You want to do a head kick. And dude, just imagine this dude with 501s that don't fit him. And then a over enlarged, it's called what's that shirt called?
Pro Club?
Not Pro Club. It's a collared shirt.
The collared shirt.
Kind of like a polo. But striped.
Dickies or something?
It's striped. It's like striped polo, but long. Dude, this dude would have his kick all the way to my head.
Like the crocodile one or what?
And he was, no. Kind of like, but it's striped in a way. It's called, I forgot the name of it, but he would throw it and boom. But he would stop it where my neck was. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So then I go to that gym I was telling you, which is, it's closed down now. I won't say names or anything, but I remember going over there, and at the time, the price. Oh, should I say the price or no? How much? Does it matter? It's closed down anyway, so I don't care. So at the time, they were charging 200, I think 210 to 20
a month,
just for the Muay Thai program.
From a month or a year?
Month.
It's got a month. 210.
210, 20. This was pre-COVID, 2014, 15.
That's wild,
dude. At the time, I thought that's how much gyms were.
Yeah,
that was my first gym ever. So I went in there. And I remember, dude, I was broke as a joke, man. At the time, I had gotten kicked out of my parents' house. So then I was basically couch surfing at my friends. And then it was just couch surfing with him. So my money was basically going to food. So everything I had, I would use it to pay my phone. And then I would pay the gym to something. And then I would have to figure out how I'm going to get money for just stuff to live on. So then I remember, I think it was 6 months, 6 months. I want to say, to be accurate. Dude, I remember going up to one of the coaches there, and I told him my situation. I said, dude, I really want to train, but I can't afford this, man. And he looks at me and he tells me, dude, that's not how martial arts should be at all. Like, I'm so sorry, man. Dude, that I forgot his name, but shout out to that guy, man.
Yeah.
That dude, when he said that to me, I was like, for real. He's all like, dude, I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Yeah.
He's all like, even though he could have probably showed me a different gym to go to, I was just kind of like, oh,
yeah, but at least
him saying that, I was just like,
kept it real with you, you know.
He kept it real with me.
Like, he gave you like a direction to like okay.
So I had to cancel, and then I canceled, and this was when I was 19. So I only was able to train 5 months, and then I remember leaving because I had moved to Oakland to go work at Oakland. So I was living in Oakland for like about a year. I want to say about a year, 10 months. Like 10 months, probably 10 months, 11 months. And I remember when I came like back, this was when I was 23. When I came back, I remember I wanted to train again because I was unemployed at the time. And I was like I think I was the biggest I ever was, which is about $160. Okay. That's the biggest I've ever been.
Yeah.
And I was like, of just beer. I was just drinking all day.
Ass arms,
yeah, because I had worked like I was working Monday through Friday. Like 13-hour shifts. Excuse me. And I'd come home in Oakland and just drink. And
that's what most kids that age do, you know.
Monday through Saturday. And then when I came back, I was just like, dude, I don't feel like I really want to like, fuck, I wish I could pick up training again. Dude, and this is why the conspiracy with you, Mo, phones listen, bro. Phones fucking listen. Because I remember I said it. I was like, dude, I really want to train. Like, I was unemployed. I'd barely have money to gas. And at the time, I would drop off my girlfriend to her job. So I was living the bum life. But I had EDD at the time. So I had unemployment.
Like EDD?
Yeah, unemployment. Because I had quit, but he did me the solid of saying that he had to let me go.
Yeah.
So that way I can get EDD. So then, because he wasn't going to be a douche about that because I did him a lot of favors. So he said, all right, I'll do use this solid for it. So I was on that. And dude, I just remember going like, dude, I want to train. Like, I really want to train. Like, I was putting it in my head. Like, dude, I'd like to train Muay Thai again. Dude, tell me why I see Spider Muay Thai on my phone.
It's like on IG or something?
Dude, like a random IG video. Dang. And you know what video it was?
Which one?
It was Julio's first video. Where he's talking and he's flipping the tire, and then Kat does a video.
I don't even remember those videos, bro.
Dude, it's like old video. Dude, Frankie knows him for sure. It was an old video. It's when he had this guy or he wanted to practice because he told me, he said, I guess he wanted to do it as a project. So he did Julio and Kat. And I remember seeing Julio's, and I was just like, how far is Spider Muay Thai? So I checked Spider Muay Thai, and dude, it was like right down the street.
That's V, dog.
Dude, I went in there. I was like, I don't know about this place. But you know what had me like, oh, you know what? I'll come back. Was Frankie kept telling me, I'd tell him, could I sign up? And he'd be like, nah, come tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'd come to again. I'd be like, yo, can I sign up? And he'd be like, ask me tomorrow. I was like, all right.
How did you do that for?
Dude, I think he did it for like 3-4 weeks. I think he almost close to a month because I remember I told him the final time I told him, hey, Frankie, you're going to sign me up? And he goes like, I didn't sign you up. And I was like, no, he didn't, dude. And he goes like, oh, yeah, come on. And he goes and he signs me up. Yeah, he did it. He did it for a while on me.
Yeah.
Did it for a good time on me because I was just like, man, why is he doing that? All right. Like,
Frankie's one of those guys where he's really not doing it for the money, bro. Like he says that shit. And there's a lot of people that say that shit, but he like preaches that shit, bro.
Yeah, he don't do it. He don't do it for the money at all. He'll go. He does a lot for your own good.
Yeah,
that's why we're all like grateful for that, dude.
I know. That's why if we ever make it, bro, we gotta invest in the gym, bro.
Invest in the gym. Yeah,
just a couple stacks. Frankie, let's expand. You know,
dude. So he did that, and then I just from there signed up, and from there. Stayed, man. That's how it was, Julio. Because when I had started, I had told Agu, I told him, yo, I want to check out this gym. You want to come with me? Because Agu wanted to train too. And he's all like, oh, I'm down. I'll go with you. I remember we went, and then from there, we couldn't stop coming.
Yeah. You guys started like, I don't even remember what year, dude. But I remember you guys came together and you guys pretty much always showed up together for a while.
Yeah, we were coming just all day. And I remember Agu wanted to fight, dude.
Yeah.
So I think it was sick. I think it was the first PKB we saw. Oh no, the first PKB calling out, and then Agu goes up to Frankie and he goes like, "Oh, I want to fight." And Frankie was all like, man, like Frankie will do that to you. If I feel like if Frankie like messes with you, he'll be like, man, shut up. Like you're just like, man, go to the first PKV and come check it out before you try to fight. And then I was with him, so Frankie thought I wanted to fight too. Dude, I did not want to fight.
You're like, fuck that.
I was like, oh, I want to fight. I just came. I want to trade.
Yeah.
Dude, so we went, and then we go to the first PKB, we see how it is, and then that's when I think Julio, not Julio, Agu asked again, like, oh, we want to fight the next one. And then I think Frankie looked at Julio and was all like, and Julio vouched for us. He's all like, yeah, let these fools fight. And he's like, all right, we're fighting. When I looked and I said, we're fighting? We're fighting. Because I was just always there with them. Like we always me and Agu were always right there hanging out. And I looked and I was like, we're fighting? I remember going in my car and going like, dude, I don't want to fight. Like, what the hell? I was like,
internal struggle, bro.
Dude, and then the one, like, it like now, like, thanks to Muay Thai, thanks to Spider, and thanks to fighting, I always put it in my head, situations like that, and I always say, like, fuck it. Like, that's the one thing that I, like, whenever I'm always, like, in a situation, like, something, I just tell myself, fuck it. And it just, like, boom. It's like, it's done.
Yeah.
It's do or die. So I just said, screw it. And then from there, we stuck with the man for, I think we've been there for 4 years now.
Yeah.
4 years. I want to say 4 or 5. I could be off.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I got some tape that can give us an idea.
A while ago. Oh, yeah, because that's how I met you. Yeah. That's how I met Mo. For those that don't know, Mo kicked me. You kicked me in the first time ever getting kicked in the face was Mo.
Yeah,
if you spar against Mo and you're in the pocket with this man, doesn't matter how close you are, you will get kicked in the face. And I realized that because I had my hand down and he just hit me. And I was like, dude, this dude just kicked me. I was like, no way. I was like, dude, we're so close. How'd that leg get up there?
Bro, I can't even head kick anyone anymore because everyone knows it. So they're always like preparing, bro, for it. I'm like,
I remember you did that. And then, what's his name? Dude, I forgot. Buff. It was Frankie's fighter too at 130.
At 130? Alex was
he goes a lot of strength and conditioning now. Andre. Dude, Andre, I remember Andre.
That was a beast, bro.
Dude, Andre beat me up.
He does that.
My first week of sparring.
He likes to do that.
Beat me up, dude. This dude teeped me like across the mat. And I remember Julio grabbing me and going like, just get off the mat, dude. And then Andre grabs me. He goes like, nah, he can take it. And he beats me up, bro. This dude beat me up. I was just like, dude, I did not feel good. I was like, dude, my head is rattling. My body is like all this. And I was just like, no.
Did you go another round with anyone after that or did you sit the rest of it out?
It was you, Andre, and then I sat it out. And then the next time it was Mike that beat me up.
Yeah.
And then Pena got me for really good too. And then Julio would beat me up too. Yeah. And then it got to a point where every time it was sparring day, I'd be like, God, dude, I don't want to do this shit again.
When you're at work
and then I'd be walking up. So remember, we had the locker room downstairs. Yeah. So you know how we get our shin pads?
Yeah.
I'd put them on and I'd be like, as soon as you know the stairway, I'd be like, dude, I don't want to do this. And then I'd just be like, fuck it. So right away to get it out of me, I'd look at Mike and I'd go straight to him, or I'd go like right away to throw it down because I was just like, dude, this is turned into a whole ass fight again. Like I don't want to get beat up.
You gotta go through the fire. Dude, there comes this time, dude, where like if you really want to get better, it's like you gotta welcome like going through the fire, dude. Because honestly, if you don't, I'm not saying spar hard all the time, dude, but I'm just saying like if you just don't ever spar hard, there's just a certain level you can pass, dude.
I think so too. I don't think you gotta spar hard all the time, but I think it's necessary.
There's times, bro, like right now, Julio needs to go hard, bro.
He needs to go hard.
You know what I mean? If he wants to get to that next level, he's gonna have to go hard with people, you know, and work, you know. So there's times and places, bro. But you know, it's been fun, bro, and I'm glad that you joined our gym, bro. You, Agu, dude, and a good change for the gym. I guess not a change, but it's like I feel like when I started, dude, it was like there was a generation before me, you know, and then it's like I kind of came at the end of that, and then when you guys showed up, it's kind of like it's because there's like Julio had been training there for a while. Andre, the gap was so big, dude. You know,
yeah, Julio helped us out a lot.
Yeah, dude, he's a great coach, bro. Great teammate, dude.
it's funny because remember we were talking about it, how everybody sometimes think Julio's an asshole.
That's why I paused for a second. I was like, how can I say this?
I'll say it. I can say it. No, I'll say it, dude. All of us thought Julio was an asshole, but I remember calling out Julio in the locker room by saying, "Dude, you're not an asshole. You're just tired, bro. Like you don't sleep. Like you don't sleep, dude. Like because, dude, I remember he cussed me. He cussed at me." And I was just like, man, like, dude, you're not a dick. Like, you're not an asshole. It's just that you get no damn sleep, bro. You're always tired. And he looked at me like this angry look, and he just goes, biggest smile, and he goes like, yeah, you're right. And I was just like, exactly, dude. Like, dude, you just need to take you need to go sleep more than 6 hours or 5 hours. Yeah. I think he sleeps at like 5 hours. I was like, dude, you need to get like a good 7-8 hour nap, like to sleep good.
Yeah, dude. I forget too. Sometimes I forget that. Julio's gotten a lot better now, or a lot more chiller now. But then in the past, I remember he used to get like really tight over things, bro.
Yeah, he get tight over things, and then now he's more. He's way there. Like he's more. I didn't get to meet him before that.
Well, you saw him at the end of it. Yeah.
I saw him at the end of it when he was doing it, because I remember just saying that he smiled, laugh, and then I just saw. I never was like, oh, like. This dude's a dick. Like I'd be like, nah, this is probably tired. Like, or I worked long,
dude. But he's honestly like a fucking caring person, dude. Like honestly, like whenever there's things that happen in my life that are like tough times and shit, he's always the first one to hit me up, dude. Like, hey, are you okay and shit like that, It's kind of like it's a double-bladed sword, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
That's true. But yeah, he definitely he leveled like. I'm real grateful for him on the fact that he leveled us up.
Oh, because for
sure. He was the one who introduced us to Raw Talent. He would he would spar with us. He'd always like hold pads for us. That's why when Yoshi started training how he was training, I was like, dude, I gotta help. Like maybe it's my turn. Bro. It's my turn to help somebody out.
Next generation.
Yeah. So every time he has something, there's days, man, where I'm tired from work, but then, dude, I see that kid. I'm like, dude, he's here every day. I should be there. If he has a fight coming up, then I got to be there too to help him out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was shout out to Julio because he would do that.
He taught you how to do it, bro. That's why he did it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a similar story with him too, dude. When I first started, I didn't know shit about boxing, and that fool was like, "I'll teach you about boxing," but he like beat the shit out of me to teach. But that's what taught me, bro.
He'll hit you. He'll hit you because he wants to show you, like, look, see,
hands up,
hands, bro. Keep your damn hands up.
Yeah,
that's exactly why.
So it's it's all love, dude. Yeah, man. So you got another. So you're looking at another fight.
I'm hoping. Me is yes, but then I don't want to jinx, and something happens to that, like that date, like the event. So, but yeah, I want to completely feel like I need it. Feel like I think when I had took the time off, it was the Thai festival. That was my last one.
You got a belt for that one.
Yeah, but I don't. I think it was more like, I think it was the experience. I don't really count the belt to like me. I personally don't care about it, like those belts, because I don't think I'll ever take one home. I think whatever I get, I like leaving it at the gym because that's where I learned everything. That's where I learned. That's where I spend my time in it. And it's like what anybody says, you don't go into, you fight in the ring by yourself, but you don't really go by yourself. You get me? Like, I have everybody, like you have everyone there that was there in your camp.
Oh, you need a team, bro.
Dude, the whole team,
pad holders, sparring partners,
everything. It takes like a whole village. It's crazy how it takes like a whole village just for you to fight by yourself in the ring, but you're not alone. That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
So that was my last one, dude, and that had to be like, I had to take the break because of I recently got hired, and they had like a probation period for a long time. Like I think it was more than half a year.
Damn, 6 months? Over 6 months?
Yeah, it's like, no, I think it was like 6 months. It was crazy. Like, it was probation of that time.
FBI.
Dude, that's how I didn't know. It was like 6 months. And then I had started wanting to grind to get like, because the gym was taking like time. And then I wanted to like take like my video thing.
Yeah, like, you're busy, bro. You're being an adult though, you know what I mean?
Dude, so like those that don't know, I do a lot, like I'll do videos at Spider, and it was so cool is that's where I learned how to film. Basically, was because I would always pick up a camera and film when I was doing graffiti, and someone would always be like, "Yo, man, you should do this for like, you should start charging." And I was just like, "Nah, I know I'm never gonna pay me money for my videos." Like I thought that. I was like, dude, I'm whack. I don't know. Why would you want to pay me for my videos? And then I kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And I do it for free in the beginning. And then the first time I knew someone really believed in me, it was Mike and Ali. Because they gave me Ali was like, I want you to do my wedding. And I've never done that.
Dang.
Like, I want a video of my wedding. Yeah. Like of my wedding filmed. Like, I want your stuff, your style. And I was just like, damn, dude. I've never done one. But I said, okay. Like I did realistically, I think a wedding, like a film wedding like that. Yeah, it's, man, now I know how to film it good. But at that time, I was like, dude, she's trusting me with this.
Yeah, it's a big leap.
So that's when I was just like, dude, I think I can make something out of it. And that's when I did. That's why I do all of our most of the content we have at Spider, like for Julio. Like if anybody's fighting most of the time, I'll make them a video, like specifically.
Yeah.
Because I just want the gym to be shine lighted. Like, and I think everybody should feel like a superstar every now and then. So if you can feel like when you watch your video, I think the best thing that feels like a feeling I get is when I have someone feel like they're in a movie.
Yeah.
Like when you show them a video and they're like, dude, I feel like I just saw like a small little movie. That makes me feel like, oh, dude, okay, I'm helping this guy to like it just makes me feel good to help somebody out because I don't expect nothing back for it.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. And honestly, I think the cool thing about it too is because, especially when it comes to like the local fights, I feel like it's not a lot of promotions don't invest as much into like interviews and stuff like that. So it's cool that you do it for our team and shit, yo.
Yeah. And it was dope too. And with back to the graffiti, well, Frankie knew we did graffiti too. Frankie knew, but shout out to him for not once ever judging us for it.
Yeah.
And shout out to him for not once ever telling us to like, oh, you guys should stop doing it. He never once ever did that with us. Never once did it with us.
He's an artist too, you know.
Yeah, I saw. He told me
he's actually a good artist, dude.
Yeah, it was me and Agu when me and Agu did the spider. That was the one. That was the beginning. I think I'm hoping we get to redo it because I have like a whole nother vision for it. But I'd probably like. I think it's best to do it when we get more ventilation because when we did the first time, dude, it smelled, bro. We were training. No, we tried doing like 3 fans pointing down because you know how it's upstairs.
Yeah,
dude, I was reeking, man. I was like drawing the lines, and then I remember just going like. Oh, dude, we gotta take a break. Like,
yeah, you didn't have the mask.
I don't know. The mask sometimes because I wear glasses.
Oh, so
when I'm drawing, I gotta have the glasses on because if I don't, I can't see. Like, I can't see my lines. So then when I would wear the mask, it fogs up the glasses.
Yeah.
So I have the glasses like all the way over here, and like I'll be like this trying to like see, and you can't really see. You gotta like. Yeah, people with glasses will understand how horrible it is.
I know, man.
It fogs up. So I would be like this. And then that's when we were like, oh. But then on Monday came, I remember it smelling, and I was like, dude, that ventilation didn't work. So yeah, when me and Agu were before we came to Spider, we were writers. That's how we were friends. Was writing through graffiti. I remember just meeting. We met at a concert, or he knew of me, and I knew of him because through mutual friends. And I remember he saw me at a concert. It was for Sesh Hollow Water Boys.
Yeah,
this was 2000. Oh, it was Sesh Hollow Water Boys. And then I remember I walked past
What's Sesh Hollow Water Boys? What is that?
It was Bones, Xavier Wolf, Chris Travis,
got it. This is an event.
Eddie Baker. No, well, it was a group at the time. They split now, but at the time, this was 2015, I want to say 15, 16. I don't remember the date, but it was when they weren't signed to a record label. So these guys were selling out. So you're selling out shows, you pocket all the money. And when a label has you at a show, I think they pocket the money, but they pay for all the stuff like to set up and everything.
Yeah.
So these guys weren't like that. These were independent artists. So for them to sell out, I remember we all went because we all loved their music. I remember I passed by them, and then Agu says my name. I turn around, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And he goes, oh, you want to hang out with us? And Agu's always been like that. He's always been a real nice guy. He'll make you feel like you've been his friend for like your whole life.
Yeah.
So then, boom, we hung out together that day. And then from there, we saw each other again randomly at a show. He says, oh, that's a dope sweater. It was for Suicide Boys' first concert in LA. It was at an abandoned warehouse. And I had a Captain Levi from Attack on Titan sweater. And then he says, hey, that's a dope sweater, man. And I turn around, it's him. I'm like, dude, what? And then right away, he's like, oh, what's up, man? And he looks at my other friend whose name's Saya. He's like, oh, what's up, dude? And then from there, we hung out. We always stayed together.
You didn't go to the same school or anything?
No, we
I
didn't
thought
went
you
to
guys
the
were from
same
the
school.
same school.
No, we were from the same school. I never knew this guy in high school. I knew him after high school.
That's cool. All right, bro.
So what do you want to know about graffiti?
Oh, dude. So, all right, graffiti. Let's see. So when it comes to like the groups and all that, like the crews, is it like do they operate like do they when they beef they fight obviously, right? But are there groups that just don't even care about beefing? They just fight and
A bunch
stuff?
of them. I think once you get so me personally, so when you first start writing, for some reason every kid wants to be known. Like whenever a kid goes like, "Oh, you write that? Oh, dude, I saw your stuff." Dude, it's like the best feeling in the world. It's pretty dope. It's like, oh, yeah, this dude saw my stuff. So at that time, you get a lot of pride. Like, oh, well, you're gonna go top my stuff? Nah, I'm gonna go over your stuff. And that turns into conflict where it goes either it'll sometimes escalate to like fighting, jumping. So you can even get up to stabbing or even shooting the guy for it. This is really weird because at the end it's just graffiti.
It is. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like 10 years ago, dude, that was like the height of the graffiti era down here, at least for my generation.
I think it's getting popular again.
You think it's getting popular again? You told me that, but
it's getting popular again.
Like, I mean, was that like the Wild Wild West? Because I used to kick it with some like tagger crews and shit, and I just remember like they would be getting down with other people. They were getting down with gangs and shit.
You had those dudes that did graffiti, or specifically just like they wanted their name up, like. They would care how their stuff looks, and then you had tag bangers, which was we called them tag bangers because they were the confused child. They were too scared to rep a gang, but they still they want to still be taggers.
You want another one, bro?
No, I'm chilling.
Grab one. I'm listening though. I'm listening.
So that's how most of the time big beef started, was usually with tag bangers, because you'd go over him and they'd have the mentality of like, what, you're gonna go over my stuff? Okay, I'm gonna slash you, and then when I see you, I'll try to shoot you or stab you or find you at your high school. So that, I think, it has to do mostly with the culture. Like some people, when they think of Orange County, they think of like Irvine and South County and all that. But dude, there's some wild shit going on either in Anaheim, Santa Ana, Orange, Garden Grove. There's wild stuff sometimes that goes on with that. And at that time, so when I started writing 2012, 2010, around, like I want to say 2010, 2015, dude, I think graffiti was kind of getting hectic too in Orange County. Like people were just tagging up.
I remember, dude, going to school and just seeing I was never a tagger.
Graffiti was popular. Like everybody was tagging.
When I was going to school,
everybody did graffiti. I want to say, like every time I'd go into high school, you'd find taggers right away, and then you'd click with them because you tag too. Like you would do something on paper. You wouldn't tell them you did, but if you started drawing on like your notebook, some guy would be like, "Hey, you tag?" And you'd be like, "Yeah." You're like, "What do you write?" And then you tell him, and that guy would be like, "Dope, I write this, man." And you're like, "Damn, let me see your stuff. You got a black book?" "Yeah." "Oh, dude, hit my black book up." And then you'd be friends with that guy. Like you just click right away with that guy.
That was pre-internet days right there, bro.
Yeah, dude. Pre-internet days. Did you have, so internet was around like in my time, but
social media.
This is pre-Instagram. Instagram didn't come into play till like my senior year. Yeah. So beforehand, you had MySpace and then
Facebook.
The ones that know, Flickr, dude.
Flickr. I don't know.
Flickr was a photo app that you could upload graffiti on it. Like it was like they made it into a photo app where it was just for photography, but graffiti writers would do to upload their stuff so people on the internet could see their stuff.
That's tight.
So that Flickr was the first Instagram. You could comment and you can upload photos. A lot of people don't know that, but Flickr was the first Instagram. And when Instagram came out, I called it right away. I was like, dude, Flickr is going to be no more. Instagram is going to be all about all that stuff with photos, commenting, and look how big it got now. Dude, but before it was Flickr. But beforehand, when we would get our black books, a black book, your sketchbook with all your stuff, you would hand it, I would give it to you. And then yours would, and so I handed to you Garden Grove, right? My book ended up in Garden Grove. That book would end up in some high school in Anaheim, and then in Orange, and then it would make it all the way to Los Angeles. You wouldn't see that book for 8 months, and it would just magically come back to you. And like you gave it to the guy, and it only had like 2 pages done, and you'd bring it back, all pages are filled up.
Whoa, that's tight.
So there's dudes out there that would message me on Instagram, and they'll show me my stuff from like 2012, 2013 on a black book that they have. Like, I would pay money just to get all that stuff back. I would personally pay money. I'd pay like hundreds just to get those drawings back because, dude, those are drawings I did in 2012, 2011, 2000. Dude, man, I would love to get those and frame those things. My friend has one. He has like 8 of them. And I'm hoping, you know, I can buy one back from him. But he likes to keep them.
Do you have any old black books from back then?
I don't, man. I threw them all away.
That's so cool. How
I regret it.
That was the thing, though. How they just keep passing the black books.
But as a kid, like when you're like a teenager, for some reason, I didn't captivate how important those things are. Yeah. Because now that I'm older, dude, I wish I had all my stuff again. I wish I had my old stuff because when you look at it, it's so crazy because I can look at something I did in 2010 and then I'll stare at it and I won't understand why I did that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why the hell did I do it like this? And, you know, come back like the memory of me drawing it. And I'd be like, dude, I don't know why I thought this was dope. Like I at first I'd be like, oh man, but
it triggers memory.
It triggers memory. And I wish I had my old ones because I had dudes that had passed away on it.
Yeah.
That like now they had passed away, so it's like you get like a bit of history. That's why I am how I am now with tattoos because to me it's like a black book. It's like I've always drawn my whole life, and I don't want my body to be an empty canvas. And now I have like I have a tattoo of a tattoo artist who was a writer too, who just passed away. Ain't no one gonna ever get tattooed by that guy again. I have tattoos of my friends, so like I have, you know, they're like drawing on me. So if like years from now he sees it, like he even saw, because he did one of my drawings. His name's Elmer Fudd. He did my arm, and when he sees it, it would like bring memories back. And that's pretty dope because now I have like other friends that just started tattooing. So when they tattoo me as an apprentice, when they get big, they'll look at that tattoo and be like, "Oh crap, man, damn, I should redo this or like, I should make it better."
It's almost like kind of like living forever in a way, you know? Or
yeah, that's how I feel like that's because that's the same way I think of it with painting. Like I can pass away, or you can pass away, but you'll see their tag like in a tunnel or like at a bus stop, and it'll be hidden, and you'll see it, and they may have passed away 10 years, but dude, you just be like, dude, that could it brings them back to life because now you remember the guy. You get me? And that's something that like. All my stuff, most of my stuff is all underground. Like mostly in I like painting tunnels. I like exploring. I like some say I think it's urban exploring.
That shit looks fun, dude. I want to go do that just to do it. You know,
I like urban exploring a lot, and most of the time I like checking out the tunnel systems. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is where poop goes." No, it's not where poop goes. It's where the drainage system for the water.
It probably still smells like poop.
You know what the smell is? Cement. That's the best way I can describe is when you go in there, it just smells like cement, like wet cement. But
that's not too bad, I guess.
It's not too. You don't really smell anything. The ones that are bad though are LA, man. LA, I wear the rubber boots when we explore those things because I do not fucking trust that shit whatsoever. Or I'll wear definitely like if the water is going high, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this, dude, because it's just dirty ass water. But no, most of those I have a friend of mine, like I have a couple buddies that we like exploring those things, and man, those tunnel systems, I wish people would like I wish I could I could vlog it or like show a whole video of it, but the thing I don't is because just like anything there's politics when it comes to like graffiti. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's like politics and everything, and for something that's supposed to be illegal and like people aren't supposed to really care, there's like so many politics to that thing. So that's why I don't really show it. But if someone that I know that like wants to check it out, like if you were to tell me, oh, could you take me a tunnel to check out? Dude, I'll take you to all of them. I'll show you like all the cool ones and like the way they run. Like, cause we've gone in there for like 30, 45 minutes and just.
Is that a long time?
Dude, yeah, man. Because sometimes we won't see like an exit or we'll come across an exit and it's like a hole, like I want to say like a 3-foot hole. So you're like in a tunnel the size of like here, your living room, and then you just come into a small hole like that.
Yeah,
and then that's the end of the tunnel.
What do? You just go turn around?
Gotta turn around and go back. But of course, you know, you leave your mark there because you'll be surprised of like the community of those exploration of tunnels. Like there's a big community, and like those guys will be like, dude, this dude was here in this tunnel, and then this guy was here in this other tunnel. This guy was here in like Baltimore. Like when I went to Baltimore, dude, I have friends over there. They had took me to a bunch of them. So like, just imagine you're in Baltimore, right? You see my stuff, and then you go to like California, and then you see my stuff there. You're just like, dude, this dude's just exploring left and right.
And vice versa, those same friends, you bring them over here,
you bring them over here, they check it out. But it's tight. Like, to me, it's real common because I like hiking, but I like when it's like national forest hike.
Oh, that shit's tight.
I like a national forest hike. I don't like these hill hikes. These hill hikes don't intrigue me. Yeah, boring. So my regular like hill hike would be me exploring a tunnel because I get the excitement because we have like a thing where like it could be a small tunnel, like where it's basically the size of just me and you can fit in, and then it'll just turn big like a parking lot. And like it's just walls and space of like for you of untouched cement. So just you have like a place to paint there, and like you can just do like the wildest and take your time on it. And then of course the photo is always cool because it's a tunnel. So you're like when you take the photo, you're just like it's all dark, everything. And then a lot of people hate on it too because like, oh, who's gonna see it? The Ninja Turtles? And I was like, but dude, I as I got older, I don't care if people see like what I do or how they do it. That's why I have my stuff private, my profile private. I like showing it to my friends, like, you know, like, yo, look, check out this one I did.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if you follow me now, you're in luck. Like, I don't know you because I'm not going to go through everything and have people unfollow me. But if you try following me now, I won't accept you. Unless, of course, it's someone from the gym that I've talked to, like, personally, like, had a conversation fully with. But, like, all of it, I'm just like, it's just dope to, like, hit a spot that, like, you don't know what might happen to it. Like, who knows for years from now, you know, hey, you never know. Hey, you know, World War III might happen. You know,
go revisit it when you have grandkids,
something happens. Boom. And just imagine you got to use that tunnel system to get to a certain spot, like a city. Oh, there's my stuff right then and there.
Bro, imagine if your kid, like if you ever have a kid and you start doing graffiti and you find these pictures on his phone and it's like a wall you hit with your name still up, bro.
Dude, so
funny story. Slashed you out.
Funny story about that is that my niece's cousin is starting, and he's I think he's like young too. He's like a third grader, fourth grader or something. Dude, I remember him looking. Like I looked, I was like, "Oh, you tag now?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm toy." And right when he said that, I was like, "Dude, this kid could learn if he wants to."
Yeah.
And he just goes like, and then my sister-in-law goes like, "Oh, you want to see Uncle Chris's stuff?" And dude, I remember him looking through my profile, and he was just stuck on it for like hour. Like he was stuck on it for a good minute. He was just looking at everything. Like, yeah. And it brought me back for when I saw the black book. Because when I remember just staring at him, and then he was just like looking down.
You should have been like, yeah, your toy's.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. I wasn't gonna be that dude. I can't. Your toy is hell. No, because he's a difference. I didn't admit I was toy. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
No, break the cycle though, bro. Your brother did what your dad did to him, yo.
He on the other hand, he admitted he was.
Yeah.
So if he gets older, and if I could guide him to go the right way of doing it, then I'll gladly help him. But until then, I'll see if he even decides to stay with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, who never knows, man? I've seen people start tagging like out of high school, which is like it's fine, like it's perfectly fine. But I'm like, dude, it's something you had to live when you were a kid, man. Because it was just hilarious to just tag on something. Because you know, as a kid, you do a lot of bad stuff, but when you decide to write on something, dude, you can get in trouble now. Now you can get big trouble.
Now
dude, I've always been like that, where I want adrenaline, like boom, 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 boom. That's why when I felt the first PKB at Spider, I got adrenaline, and I was just like, yo, I was like, dude, this is dope, and I was just like, okay, I'll do another one. But I still would get anxious, but that adrenaline just feels good every single time. Anything that makes my heart pound. That's why like all of us, like Julio, like we all say, if we can't die out of it, we don't want to do it. That's why we did mountain biking too.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. I remember Coach was doing it too for a while.
Yeah, he's doing it we were all doing it for a while.
And you guys still do it? Or?
No, I had stopped because I broke my bike. I broke the bike and I want to buy another one. And I just got lazy.
How'd you break the bike? Like
we went to Big Bear. We had a Big Bear, and at the time I didn't know mountain biking too well, but I knew skateboarding, and I knew that when you do the hill jumps, you got to treat it like skateboarding. Like when you go up, you gotta transfer your body weight, or else you're gonna land forward and you're gonna fucking fly. What happened to Julio? What happened to Agu? So when I did it, we went to Big Bear, and I took my bike, dude. I broke it on the first hill.
The first hill?
First hill, I broke it. And then I went and
how did it break? It snapped or what?
The rear fork took a snap. The wheel and the fork took a snap. And it was the first one. I was like, dude, I am not leaving. Like we just got here and I broke this thing. Like, man, screw this. So I go and I rent a downhill bike. So it's a full suspension bike.
I don't even know the difference between a mountain bike and a downhill.
So downhill, the forks are like higher up, and then it's all the suspension. It feels like it's more in the front. So then when you go up, like you fly up and you hit back down, it's like you don't feel anything.
Okay.
Dude, when I rode that bike and I was going through those trails, dude, I was like, dude, I need to buy one of these. But then I saw how much they were and I was like, never mind. They're like 5-10 grand. I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend 5-10 grand for that.
That's fucking a down payment on a
good
car.
Mountain bike renting like $2,000. I'm not paying all that.
Yeah,
I don't want to pay all that for the bike. But it's a fun thing to do. Yeah. But yeah,
I just got a scooter, bro. That shit's fun. I want to ride this after this is done to go get food or something, bro. Trying to find reasons to use it, bro.
All right, so where did I leave off on the graph thing?
Oh yeah, so your nephew is basically a nephew.
Oh yeah, he's he said he called me uncle once, so I'll accept
Let's just call it nephew, bro.
Well, nephew. So young nephew is like, if he sticks with it, I'll teach him. Yeah, I didn't have that. I didn't have anyone showing me. I had to learn everything on my own.
That's cool, man. Breaking that curse, bro.
Breaking the curse. So we'll see.
Teach him some Muay Thai, bro.
Dude, yeah, Muay Thai. Yeah, Muay Thai graffiti. I think it's in the same thing. I think it's the same. I think it falls on. I think they have like the same stuff when it comes to politics and like the way like the culture is in a way. That's how kind of graffiti is too.
Yeah. I mean, that's how a lot of things are, though. I mean, it's a hobby, bro. Hobbies teach you discipline, bro. They give you rules that you have to follow for the most part.
Because you can go to a gym like out of state, and then some guy there will link with you. Yeah. And then in graffiti, it's the same thing. Yeah. That's how I met like friends in Baltimore, Seattle, and Canada, and Texas. Like I've never met these guys ever in my life, and we just click. And we're like different ages. We're like 27. And this guy will be like 42. Nothing in common. Total different stuff we do for work and different age gap. And he could be as old as my pops. And yeah, we're out there drinking for our friend's wedding and having a good time. And when we won't see each other for like a year or two. And when we see each other again, it's like we just picked up from where we left off. Yeah. That's like the same thing I feel like it is with Muay Thai too. Yeah, Muay Thai is pretty similar to you get, you know what I mean? For sure. I don't know, man. What else do you want to add? You asked me what you want to hear. I feel like you didn't ask a lot about the graph stuff. Yeah, well, I was just letting you go in, man. You're telling some cool stories, bro. You're just letting it in. I don't know, man. Well, one thing I am curious is like how did graffiti get started out here? Because I feel like the scene out here is a lot different than LA, you know? I tried. Here in Orange County is way different than LA. LA is just everybody goes crazy over there. Yeah. Like, I think like you could do something in broad daylight and maybe you'll get like a cop to like mess with you. But other than that, they just you just gotta like be more careful about like the tweakers or the gangbangers out there. Yeah. But most of the time the cops really don't mess with you. Like I think every time I painted LA, I've been able to lie my way out of it, or I've just gotten lucky. One of those two. Is the styles different? Like the way that the art is from Orange County style, dude. Orange County style back then was a loop. Those that know, it'd be like a K, and then it would like loop up like this. That was just the thing everyone did. That was the thing here in Orange County for some reason. People will know. They will like this. That was like an OC style. It's like always ending with like a loop. What was the LA style? LA style, I think it was more like going crazy and wild. It was like evil. To me, it felt like there was like evil style. They had an evil style. Like you just would see it. Like I would see something. I could see something and I'd be like, oh, you could tell that's an LA style. Or someone that's from out of state, they'll see it and I'll be like, oh, that dude's from California. You could tell. Like you tell by style. It's like everybody has a different style. You'll like notice it right away. Yeah. Like Seattle has their own style. Baltimore has their own. New York has their own style. Texas, I think, even has their own style. And then Cali, it's like, you'll know, like, oh, that's a California style. Who do you think has the best artists? Objectively. I don't want to get roasted for this. I think Texas. Oh no, I think Cali has the best, man. California. I think California has the best. Okay, that's my opinion, my personal opinion. California does a lot of things good, bro. Good, except for our way the laws are here. That's what I was about to say. Except for the way we live, bro. Cost of living and our car laws. I think they all suck. Cost of living is getting crazy right now, dude. I don't know what's up with that. Don't I? What else? So all right.
So how did it get started down here though? Is there like a
No,
story about it? Is there like a
wouldn't know
guy
how. That would be for like someone who like older than me on it, because I only know like when I had first started, which was 2005, I think. 2005, 2006.
Okay, all right.
So,
here's
like,
a good question, bro. So, like I said, I feel like 10-ish years ago is when we saw like an explosion in like graffiti and stuff in Orange County. Like, why did it start dying down? Was it just people got bored of it, or was it police like started cracking down on it?
Because when I had graduated, I think no one did graffiti anymore. Not a lot of people did graffiti, or those that did graffiti in high school stopped. Now it's, I think, the only one keep going, because I would hang the guys that I was doing graffiti with. They stopped doing graffiti, or they were just too lazy. They would like pick up either drugs or
always the drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
No,
the drugs, man, drugs. Love these guys. Love them to death, but dude, all it took was them hit the pookie once, and that was it. Like, that's the one thing that I don't think a lot of people understand, especially here. Like, to me, if I find out a guy does tweak, I find it for some reason normal. Like, I'm not like, oh, this dude's a tweaker. It's all like, kind of figured.
I feel like I don't know if so you tweak it as, dude, you know, like I've met people that are functioning, you know,
functional tweakers. I've seen them.
It's rare, functional tweakers. And, you know, I've met someone that was a functioning heroin addict, you know, people can do it, you know. Yeah,
functional. I've seen them all, man. Seen them, but yeah, either either that happened, and then, or I guess someone would say they grew up. I kind of hate it when someone says that, like, "Oh, you grew up, bro." It's
you
like,
grew up, dog.
Dude, no. It's like, dude,
maybe you continuing to do graffiti is just you holding on to your childhood, bro.
Think so?
I don't know.
I think I said that once to my girl. I told her. Shout out to my girl, man, because one thing is that she's stuck with me, man, even with fighting graffiti and the video stuff, man. Like, it's a hectic schedule for her to like. For us to be like together at times, and sometimes we have no time whatsoever to like even hang out.
You guys have been together for a while too, dude.
Yeah, we've been here for a good minute. And she's stuck with me. What was dope is that when she knew I wrote, she saw me as a artist. We met at a tattoo parlor.
Yeah,
my friend was getting tattooed, and then she was all like, "Oh, how come you don't tattoo?" And I was just like, I never thought about it. And then I was going to take an apprenticeship, but then that guy got fired. And that kept me from being or it didn't keep me. It's just like, I don't care. I was like, I don't want to tattoo. But she stayed with me for the longest when it comes to graph. And then when I started competing at Spider, oh man, dude, it was hard on her, because she didn't understand the weight cuts, the training, the tiredness. But then now she's just like, she gets it. That's why she told me, she was all like, dude, I'd prefer if you take a fight, if you're going to fight again, take it after my B-Day. And I was just like, boom, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's why. Compromise. There you go. Compromise. It took me a while to understand, but now, dude, I know. Getting better at it.
Compromises are important in a relationship, bro, because unless you find someone that's very similar to you, bro, which is probably like rare, you know, date yourself, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, I've never taken her painting with me ever. I don't think I have. I took her once. I was trying to impress her. Dude, so if you guys don't, all right, so in graffiti, so when me and my girl first started talking to each other, I was like, oh man. So my girl, the way I got to like, I felt like the way I was gonna enchant her was I was gonna show her spots in like LA and Orange County that she's never been to, because I had a car at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure whoever she was with before took her to some foo lame spots. Nah, girl, I'm gonna show you
the real shit,
the real places like in LA or all that. Dude, I remember taking her to Venice Beach, the pier, because I don't think she's ever been to Venice, and like walked the pier. Dude, I remember going to the pier with her. You know what she tells me? She goes, "This is where you bring your other bitches at." I was like, no. Dude, I was like, no. You're the first one I brought. I was like, dude. Oh my god. I was like, yo.
Was she?
Huh? Was she the first? She was the first one. I took her at the pier, because I was just like, because I always been the type where if I want to check something out or if I want to go, I'll go. Like I won't hesitate. Like if I could, if my girl would be like okay with it, but it's not gonna be okay with everybody. It's like me just go like, yo, I'm gonna go fly to Texas, giving you a 1 day notice. Bye. I'll be back in like a week. You can't do that. But if I tell her, yo, I'm going to fly here for graffiti or something, she'll be like, all right, that's cool. Like, just tell me the days you're going and then when you're going to come back so we can fit my schedule in. And I was like, okay. So she was been cool about that.
The rock right there, bro.
But that's how I've always been.
Holds you down, bro.
Dude, yeah, man. Hey, dude, hey, women who date graffiti writers and fighters and all that, you guys are business or coaches too. You guys are the rock stars, man, because you guys got to deal with a lot of stuff, man.
I mean, look at Frankie's wife, bro. I'm sure she's like helped impact a lot of his
Yeah, it
decisions on the
helps
gym,
a lot,
you know?
man. It helps that man a lot too.
Yeah.
So they're both like a team, like for sure, man. You gotta have someone like that.
You gotta find someone that supports you, dude.
That support, yeah.
You know
like
what I mean?
because I've had friends where their girl will be like, "Oh, why are you still doing graffiti?"
Little haters, bro.
Or I get it, you know. If I don't think they hate. They probably just don't want them to get in trouble. It's like the same if they say, "Oh, I don't want you to go paint," or like, "Why?" Like you got to think of the consequence. I think my girl ever did that once with me. To this day, she still doesn't do it. Today, I'll tell her, and she'll just tell me, "I love you. Be safe." And then I'll give her the location because if anything happens, she knows where I'm at. Because sometimes I'll be exploring a tunnel and I always like, dude, an earthquake happens and I'm down there. Dude, I think about that a lot. Oh my God, man. Every time we're exploring these tunnels, we're like 4 miles in or 3 miles in, and there may be only one exit out. So imagine an earthquake hits, dude, we're effed, man. Ain't no one gonna find us down there.
Is there even
That's the one thing that scares me. And dude, I have a paranormal story in there, and I have like creepy crawlies.
Creepy
crawlies one, dude. I'll tell you the creepy crawly one. I remember one time we were exploring a tunnel, and I remember I kept feeling something touching the back of my neck, man. And I just remember going like this and going like, what the hell? And then I go like this, dude, all webs. And I go like this, dude. I shine the light upwards. Oh my God, bro. I'm talking about grape-sized spiders. Everywhere on the roof. You know when you get scared, you do this?
Yeah.
Dude, that was me, man. I was like 3 feet like this, and I said, no. I have a really bad, it's so funny. Because spider are gym, dude. I have a spider was it phobia?
Yeah, arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia. Yeah. I see a tarantula or any of that, dude. I'm freaking out. Don't put it near me. I'll scream. I will like.
I don't have that, but I think if I was walking through a web of spiders, I would be like,
dude. Anything like in like a good chunk, dude. I'm freezing. I will freeze and I'll panic and I'll be stiff. For
what kind of spiders were they? Were they those big
I don't know, dude. They were like the size of a grape, like That's
pretty big, bro. Grape,
dude. Dude, they were big, and I remember just shining my light, put it wide, dude. It were everywhere, and then I saw that the tunnel was small, and like I noticed nothing was written in the tunnel, and now I knew why.
Did you get down?
No, hell no. I left. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm not. No. To this day, I won't go back in there. I think it's still like maybe.
Go there with the power washer,
the water
bro.
Or something. But dude, I thought about going back in there with like a blowtorch and with nothing. But yeah, that was that one that gave me the EBGBs. The other one we ran into a rattlesnake. I remember it going.
Fuck that, bro.
And then I was just like, what the hell's that noise? And I look and there's like a rattlesnake right there. But that was about it. We'll run into crawfish. Every now and then, yeah,
it's cool. Actually,
you know what we don't see in there at all are rats. I don't think I've ever seen a rat. We've seen raccoons.
They probably hear you and run. You think
they probably raccoons. But other than that, no. But the creepy one, man, is a paranormal one, man. That one freaked me out. It was with me and my friend Sarah, and I remember we were exploring a tunnel, and we were already like a good, I want to say, we walked about 25, 30 minutes, and then I remember we're painting it. And then I hear giggling. Like you're in so this tunnel is a 2-set tunnel.
Like children giggling.
Children giggling. Like it's a 2-set tunnel. And then in the middle, it's like concrete. So it's split into 2. Like think of it as like, you know, the Lego, like you can fit it in and everything. So just think of it like that.
Okay.
And then in order for you to enter that tunnel, we had to drop down. I think it was like a 12-foot wall. And then in that vicinity was all like, there was no houses. There's no houses at all in there. It's all like forestry. Like it was hidden like a drainage system, but where the plants overgrew everything. And I had found it on Google Maps. So I was like, oh, let's go check this place out. So we go and I hear giggling. And I tell my friend, dude, shut up. And I just imagine it quiet. Like, you hear that? And he's all like, yeah. I was just like, oh, dude, why'd you have to say yes? And then I hear, and we go, all right, it's nothing. We're going back. And then, dude, sometimes to get in those, you got to walk through the water. Dude, we hear the water droplets, the blink, 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 like the water, the
Yeah, when you're walking through
You're
it.
walking through water. So I have a flashlight that's like 2,000, like 10,000 lumens. And then if you like push it upwards, it's like a thin ball and it'll reach. Dude, I shine it down there and I shine it to the other one. Nothing. I don't see anything. Keep shining and I turn it off and I'll be like, dude, be quiet. And then we're like pitch quiet. And down there, you don't hear anything. Maybe the wind, that's about it. Nothing. We go back to painting and we hear giggling again. And I look at him, I was like, my friend right away goes like, fool. And I was just like, dude, what do you want to do? He's all like, well, if it's coming from down there, just keep shining the light. And then hopefully we don't see anything. Like, I don't know why there's a kid down here. And this isn't an area. This isn't LA.
No houses.
No, man. We're in an area that's it's wealthy. It's a rich area. So I know for a fact, homeless, because homelesses get shipped out of there. So I'm like hearing the giggling again, and we just finished. And we're walking back the way. So at first my friend was like, what if we go back the opposite way? I was like, dude, it's too much of a far walk. We just got to go back the way we came. And we're walking and I'm like, I look at him and I go like, I've always been like this, where I'm like, dude, I got to investigate. I was like, dude, we're going to the side where we heard the giggling. And he goes, yeah, he goes like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, dude, I wish I would record.
I met that for it.
Yeah, you met him. No, that's small. It says like I think you met him before, but yeah, he would always paint with me. So we go to the other side, and this was cool because he said, fuck it. He said, screw it, I'll go with you. So we go to the other side, and as I'm shining, like I'm looking right away. For some reason, I loved watching a lot of Man vs. Wild. The other guy that would go by himself in nature. What's his name? I
know Bear Grylls.
No, that's Man vs. Wild.
Yeah,
and they're
other guy.
Survivor Man or something like that. I'd watch him all the time, and then I'd watch Ghost Encounters or Ghost whatever it is. So right away, I'm like, all right, investigation mode. Boom, there's water on the ground and there's sand. If someone's in here, there has to be footprints. For sure, it has to be footprints. So we're walking and it's all water. And then right when we get to the sand area, I was like, if there's going to be footprints, there's going to be footprints. Bro, there's footprints. They were small footprints. I looked at my friend. I was like, do you see this? And he goes all like, he says, what the fuck? And I go like, bro, I shined the light. We followed the footsteps. It looked like we couldn't find when it came in. We saw it coming out. Like the feet were going outwards, not inwards. So we're following it. Like I'm like in my head thinking, where's the second row of footprints? Like if someone came in, there has to be footprints, the toes pointing inwards the tunnel. These are pointing outwards. So we follow it out, and right when it gets to where the light is, they disappear, like they're gone. So I don't know what was all that about.
Aliens.
Aliens. I don't know what it was, but yeah, there was footprints. Even my friend said can confirm the footprints were there, and they disappeared right when the sun was like in the area of the tunnel. So that was probably like the only paranormal thing I've ever had happen in like a tunnel area. Like
damn, that's crazy. All right, bro, we'll leave it at that. Some paranormal shit, dude. Fucking Chris, bro. Keep doing the fucking art, bro. Keep the culture alive. Pass that motherfucking black book when you see it. Hopefully you fight it on. I don't know if I want to announce the date because I don't want to jinx it. But
jinx it. All right.
You want to announce it? Go ahead.
No. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Fingers
crossed.
Dude,
Chris hasn't fought in almost
2 years.
Exactly. Has it been 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get back in there. I need to get back in there.
That means it's time to spar hard, baby.
Yeah, it does. Right, so thank you for having me, Mo.
Hey, thanks for coming on, bro. Thanks for showing me some game on like the whole tagging stuff. I wish I had better questions prepared, but I don't know about that stuff.
All right, we'll do it. When Agu comes, you can ask him.
Right Trey, he's into that stuff, so I was kind of gonna rely on him to like know about the culture, But anyways, thanks for coming on, Chris.
No problem.
California, fucking sober, baby.
Deuces.
As always, bro. Stay cool, stay high. Go fucking write on some walls or some shit. Goodbye.